It's time for high school hockey on Up North Hockey. Tonight's game is sponsored by the Rick Sports Grill, Iron Range Apparel, Minnesota Twist Drill, G&B Environmental, Anthony's Heating, AC and Refrigeration, Winnie Trading Post, and 90 Degree Media. Tonight's game features the 4-10 North Shore Storm and the 8-6-1 Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets in an Iron Range Conference and Section 7A battle from the Hibbing Memorial Arena. Now to the broadcast booth. Here's Randy with your play-by-play call for the.
Joining me once again, Blake Mortensen back with me. Blake,
Their last game they lost to Virginia MIB 9-0. They're 1-8 in the Iron Range Conference. Their only win came against International Falls. Hibbing Chisholm comes into this game with a record of 8-6-1. Last game they beat Proctor, which was last night, 6-2. Hibbing Chisholm 5-2-1 in the Iron Range Conference. They have 11 points, looking to win this game and their game against Virginia on Thursday night. Virginia has 15 points. Hibbing has 11 points. If they win these next two games, they will be tied with Virginia. And, to get to that 15 points, Randy, they'll have to beat Virginia twice. So, if they have 15 points, they'll have two wins over Virginia.
right, yeah, Virginia's playing, I think Virginia's playing a little bit better right now. So they're going to be a tough team, tough opponent certainly for them on Thursday night. But certainly a big opportunity for the Blue Jackets if they're able to win the next two games here, and just to be in that point, where they get 15 points and they're top of the IRC. That's after the last couple of years struggling seasons, to come back and do that here would be fantastic for the Blue Jackets.
We'll step aside here, play our sponsor ads. We'll be back for the starting lineups, national anthem, and opening puck drop from the Hibbing Memorial Arena. It's the North Shore Storm and the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets coming your way next on Up North Hockey. The Rick Sports Grill in Eveleth offers casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rick Sports Grill offers 8 large-screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. The Rick also offers large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet, they can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rick Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Evelyn. Check them out today. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop, and good luck to all the players. Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey and wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, call Tony from Anthony's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cottonwood screen insulation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbenvironmental.com. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnebagosh, Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake. All right, we're here with Hibbing Chisholm head coach Eric Rewerts. So, last week of the season here for the regular season, you're in a battle for the Iron Range Conference title and the a high seed in Section 7A, looking for that number 3 seed. So, how do you feel about these last couple of games against North Shore and Virginia?
Yeah, they're important games, and obviously we'd like to get the number 3 seed, but, we want to continue to see growth in our team. The playoffs are right around the corner, and we want to continue to get better each and every day.
And that Virginia game on Thursday night will be a big game for all those aspects. It's always kind of a rivalry matchup, fun matchup, Blue Devils and Blue Jackets, but this year, it's, like I said, huge game for it's between you two trying to get that number 3 seed. And, if you guys win both these games, you'll be tied with them in points for the IRC. So, yeah, big game on tonight too, but Thursday night as well.
Yeah, you hit it on the head. We have to take care of business tonight.
Yeah.
That North Shore has got a good top line and that they can be explosive, and we've got to do a good job of shutting them down. And then, obviously, coming into the last 2 games of the year, and our biggest one, obviously, to this point will be Virginia. If we can get by North Shore tonight, and that's going to be exciting for everybody. I mean, we couldn't ask for a better situation. We talked about it when the schedule came out and saying that hopefully that game comes down and means something, and it does this year. So it's going to be a lot on the line Thursday night, but we can't look past North Shore today.
Once again, Eric Rewerts, the head coach of the Blue Jackets. Thanks, Coach, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Hibbing Memorial Arena. Teams are just about to come back on the ice for the starting lineups, national anthem, and opening puck drop. Randy, this is a big game for the Blue Jackets. Like we mentioned before, they're trying to get that number 1 or that IRC title. If they win this game and if they win against Virginia, they'll probably get it because they'll have to beat Virginia on Thursday. That'll be their second win over the Blue Devils this season. And they will get that title because the determining factor is, I'm pretty sure, head-to-head. So if they win these 2 games, they got that. And then most definitely they would probably get the number 3 seed in Section 7A as well.
Right, yeah, certainly they have the head-to-head against Virginia if they're able to win the next 2 games. So that's huge. And then puts them in pretty much the driver's seat to get the number 3 seed in the playoffs. The Greenway defeating Eveleth last night, that threw everything out of whack. Eveleth was certainly in in the driver's seat to win the conference, and they were in the driver's seat to get the number 3 seed. Now all of a sudden you move the Blue Jackets up to 3 probably, and then it's going to be a dogfight between Virginia and Evelyn for the 4-5 seed there as well. So we'll have to see. I mean, Greenway could, Evelyn could go down further than 5, but we'll have to see if that how that pans out.
So down to Dan Merritt with our starting lineups here for both teams, North Shore and Hibbing Chisholm.
And now let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Storm, starting goal this afternoon, senior goaltender number 30, Ryan Bilbin.
Starting at net for the North Shore Storm will be senior goaltender Ryan Bilbin. Comes into this game with a record of 3-10, goals against average of 5.51, and a save percentage of .836. Starting at first defense, number 21, Jacob. Can't read that, but number 21 starting there. I can't see the other number there. Starting lineups for North Shore. Now for the Blue Jackets. Just to let you guys listen into the starting lineups.
And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Hibbing Blue Jackets.
Thank you.
Starting at goal this afternoon, sophomore goaltender number 31, Braden Boyer.
Braden Boyer is starting at net, the sophomore goaltender for Hibbing Chisholm here tonight. Record of 4-3-1, goals against average of 2.23, and a save percentage of .918, and 2 shutouts on the season.
Starting at right wing, senior winger number 10, Connor. Assisted by Crystal Mitch and Aaron Champion. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I please ask you to rise as American Legion Post 222 presents our nation's colors, as they are proudly celebrating their 53rd year in doing so. Please join me in saluting them and showing our appreciation for their service to our country, our communities, and to Blue Jacket hockey. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Star Spangled Banner being performed by the New Mexico cheerleader Caroline Blue.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
All right, here we go. Just about ready for opening puck drop between the North Shore Storm and the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets. Leading scorers for the Storm with 15 points, 6 goals, and 9 assists. Ryder McMillan, Lucas Stadler with 6 goals, 8 assists for 14 points. Nate Bilbin with 5 goals, 6 assists for 11 points. And Sully Tikkanen with 8 goals, 3 assists for 11 points. And for the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets, Connor Willard with 11 goals, 9 assists for 20 points. Joe Allison, 4 goals, 14 assists for 18 points. Ethan Lund with 6 goals, 8 assists for 14 points. And Bo Ryder with 5 goals, 7 assists for 12 points. Once again, North Shore coming into this game with a record of 4-10, and the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets with a record of 8-6-1.
Well, rare afternoon meeting, 3:30 game.
Not complaining.
No, I mean, we're going to get out of here early tonight, right?
Yep.
So just about ready to go here. Ben Ellison said, message in that the volume was kind of low. Ben, I think you need to turn your volume up on your device.
Yeah, it sounded good on when I checked it, so.
And I'm listening to it right now, and it sounds good. So North Shore controls as picked up by Allison. Allison in London. Now Allison takes away to Connor Willard with a drive right on, just over the top of the net. Willard now gets it back to the point to Sanborn. Sanborn sends a shot, goes wide of the net. Blue Jackets on top right away here. Control of this game. Connor Willard gets it to Allison, back to Sanborn. Sanborn trying to get a shot towards the net. Deflected behind the net off of goaltender Ryan Bilbin. As Lund now working around the net. Lund gets it over to Allison. Back over to Lund. Lund along the boards. He's pressured in there by Isaac Swanson of the Storm. Storm will try to move it out with Jacob Markhausen. And now Connor Willard turns it back the other way. Willard with a drive. It goes wide of the net. Eric Sanborn keeps it in. And now the Storm trying to get it out. Keegan held in by Lehman. A.J. Lehman holding it in here. The Storm will try to tip it out, but Blue Jackets keep it in. The Storm will get it out now this time. And moving it back in. Shot gets placed in there by Nate Bilbin. And Blue Jackets block it down. Connor Willard picking that puck up. Gets it up to Keegan Fink. Fink at center ice. Fink will go across ice over to A.J. Lehman. He'll fire it back into the Storm end. Just underway here in the first period of play. 15-17 to go in the first period of play. Blue Jackets and Storm 0-0. Tristan Babbage playing at it, and it's picked up now by the Storm, Carter Zabrocki, and Braden Boyer making his first save of the game.
Something worth noting for the Storm. They are, well, this probably isn't right, actually. I put their 0-10 on the road, but that's not right. They've lost 10 games. Obviously, they've lost some games at home, too, but they haven't won a game on the road.
Bo Frieder coming in and in offside. Ben Ellison said it was on his end, so everything good there. Must be the internet connection at Grand Forks or something.
So, Hibbing Chisholm and North Shore played their first games of the season against each other back on January 14th. It was a 7-4 victory for Hibbing Chisholm over North Shore. Shots on goal were 29-9, also in favor of Hibbing. But, you know, the only game that they played each other is a closer one. 3-goal game, like I said, 7-4.
Wolf Ryder picks it up at center ice and brings it back into the Blue Jackets end. Now it's tipped towards the front of the net. Over Peyton Taylor is going to knock it ahead here. Taylor brings it back across the blue line. Taylor moving it back in, and it's picked up by the Storm. Back in there trying to get it out. Taylor will hold it in. Now it's picked up by Wallen and fired on a play here.
What a catch there by the clock operator.
Yeah, Todd Kittner with the big grab of the puck there. Nelson and Ryan Christensen brings it back into the Blue Jackets end. Power plays coming up here for North Shore. Their first penalty of the game, forced power play for the Storm.
Well, yeah, our first penalty of the game, like you said, Randy. On the season, North Shore is 18% on the power play. And for Hibbing Chisholm on the penalty kill, they have a penalty kill of 82%. So this is big for North Shore. We'll see if they can get on the board first like Proctor did last night. It was a 6-2 victory for Hibbing Chisholm, but getting on the board first is huge, obviously, trying to do what Proctor did last night.
Right. Yeah, you get the first goal of the game. That always gives you an advantage if you can keep it going the rest of the game. The Storm will move it over. Sully Tikkanen gets it over on the other side to Lucas Stadler. Up to Tikkanen, now taken away by Joe Allison. Allison trying to go across over to Ethan Lund, but the Storm will try to pick up. Bilbin touched it for a moment. Now it's picked up by Allison. Allison, and it comes out as Lucas Stadler. Picked up now by Ryder McMillan. He dumps it back into the Blue Jackets end and fired out by, and here's a chance for Ethan Lund skating in all by himself. Lund, shot, goal! Ethan Lund puts the Blue Jackets up first in this game on a short-handed goal.
So here's what happened here. There's a high stick against North Shore there. They kind of paused for a second, and Ethan Lund jumped right into play, and he was able to get that breakaway. So short-handed goal for Hibbing Chisholm here. They lead 1-0 now with 13:50 remaining in period one, and still 5-on-4 in favor of North Shore here. Still have a power play for 1:10. That is not what North Shore wanted to do, Randy.
No, they didn't want to give up a short-handed goal. They wanted to get a power play goal themselves. Instead, they end up getting a short-handed goal there. And that was an unassisted goal. The time of the goal was 3:45 for Ethan Lund on that shorty. Over on the other side, the Storm will try to move it back out here as picked up by 13 back in there, Errol Wallen. Now it's fired back into the Blue Jackets end, but Blue Jackets tip it back out. Wallen sends it back deeper this time. Picked up by Nathan Rood. Pass intercepted by the Storm. Shot gets fired wider than that. And there by 27, Jacob Keach. Now Keach with it. Keach works it back to trying to get it back to the point here. And tipped out by the Blue Jackets. Back to get it now is Isaac Swanson. Swanson's going in the middle to Cody Costley. Taken away by Keegan Fink. Keegan's shot, goal! Upper shelf goal. Keegan Fink puts the Blue Jackets up 2-0.
So that was pretty much two shorthanded goals for Hibbing. They just got out of the box right when they scored that goal. That makes it 2-0. Great job with the penalty kill for the Blue Jackets. Not a good job by North Shore. That's not what they wanted to do. They were looking to, kind of find their game and maybe pop the first goal of the game. And they basically let up two shorthanded goals. Like I said, Hibbing scored that second goal here right after Babbage came on the ice. And now we have a timeout called by North Shore.
So two unassisted goals for the Blue Jackets here. Ethan Lund gets the first one. Keegan Fink with the second one. Just got it at 5:04 of the period. So, yeah, in North Shore, you got to take a timeout when you get two quick ones scored like that on you.
Right.
It's a good time to use a timeout. And
especially when they were both pretty much shorthanded, like I said. If I'm not mistaken, Babbage just got out right when they scored that.
Right. Yeah, the time had just about expired there. So, yeah, they need to, you need to calm your kids down and get ready to go Blue Jackets flying here in the start of this game. And Keegan Fink controls it back in his own end of the ice. And Fink sends it over to Sanborn. Now it's moved up by Cabina. Cabina moves it up to Keegan Fink. Fink has Blake Frieder in the middle of the ice. And these Blue Jackets hold it in with Sanborn. Shot goes wide of the net. Cabina picks it up along the half wall. Cabina trying to get to it is held by Christensen. He's trying to get it out here for the Storm. Back to get it now is Sully Tikkanen. Tikkanen behind the net moves it ahead to Christensen. Now it's picked up as Allison back in his own end of the ice here. Allison pressured on there by number 15 in there. That's Wesley Beck putting on some pressure on Allison. Cabina works it ahead to A.J. Lehman. Over to Frieder. Frieder behind the net. Frieder works it out front for Allison. Allison, a little backhander over the top of the net. Blue Jackets, again, putting a lot of pressure on here and have spent a lot of time in the North Shore zone as well. Now Christensen. And it's picked up by Tikkanen. Tikkanen moving it across into the Blue Jackets' end, where it's picked up by Trevor Lehman. Lehman going on back over it on the side to Tristan Babbage. Babbage moving it ahead, and it comes out as it's picked up now by Isaac Swanson. Swanson crossing, picked up and knocked back in by Trevor Lehman. Now Tikkanen working it out here for the Storm. Back into the Blue Jackets and no icing. As they said, it was touched. Going through Carter Zabraki behind it. That Zabraki has out front Ryder McMillan. And there's a chance for the Storm. Little backhander in front for Lucas Stadler. Another chance for Zabraki. Allison's going to pick this one up and try to come out with it. Pressured heavily by the Storm, Ryder McMillan. Now Lund sends it over to Babbage. Babbage cross ice over to Allison. Allison, a little backhander over to Connor Willard. Willard back to Lund, and Lund lost his edge. Otherwise, he had a great chance to get his second goal of the game.
I think he got tripped there, but they didn't call it. But yeah, golden opportunity for Ethan Lund. Just about made it 3-0 if he didn't fall down there. So 9:34 remaining in period one, 2-0 in favor of the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets. Shots on goal 4-3, also in favor of the home team, the Blue Jackets.
Back over on the side, Wallen. Wallen and Bo Frieder working for that puck. It's picked up by Wallen now. He'll go across ice and Nate Bilbin now picks it up. Blue Jackets doing a good job putting on pressure right away before they even get out of their own end of the ice here on the Storm. Sanborn with it behind the net. Comes out missed Andrikin. It's picked up by Arrow Wallen. Wallen cross ice over to Tikkanen, and he knocks it back into the Blue Jackets' end. Back behind the net is Bilbin. Now it is controlled by the Storm. Nathan Rude gets it over on the other side. Casey Kemp. Kemp moving it in. Kemp with a drive right on goal. And a save by Casey Kemp. 8:38 to go here in period number one. Blue Jackets lead 2-0 on goals from Ethan Lund and Keegan Fink in this afternoon affair here at the Hibbing Memorial Arena. It's back in here, Drew Cabina. Back along the board, Keegan Fink. And Cabina sends it in to Blake Frieder. Frieder trying to go out front. And it's fired out back into the Blue Jackets' end. Boyer out to play it, leaves for Tristan Babbage. Babbage moving it through. And he'll bring it back in here for the Blue Jackets. Babbage going back to Blake Frieder, and the Storm able to come out with Jacob Markshausen. Markshausen moves it back in. His shot goes wide of the net. Storm will pick up Zabraki trying to hold it in here. Picked up by Allison. Allison gets it up as it goes to Babbage across ice over to Picked up by Allison, though, and Lehman works it up to AJ Lehman. And Boyer leaves it behind the net for Lehman. Over to Connor Willard, and held in by Errol Wallen. Wallen with it goes back to McMillan, and his shot on net, and Boyer with the save.
So, Randy, I haven't seen Hibbing play too much this season. I see Braden Boyer and Evan Radovich have pretty much been splitting the games so far this season, but you've seen Boyer play a lot. Looks like, a pretty good goals against average of 2.23, so looks like he's filling in really nicely as a sophomore goaltender for this Blue Jackets team.
Yeah, his goals against average is really good, and he's had a good season for the Blue Jackets. Sanborn working ahead to Lund. Lund will bring it through center ice. Lund by himself in there. He's got some help with Allison coming in there with him. Connor Willard now catching up. Willard back over in the corner, gets it to Allison. Allison trying to get it over here to Lund, and pressured on the play by Ryder McMillan. Now this is Lund dumping it back to Connor Willard. Back over on the other side to Sanborn. Sanborn trying to go over to Connor Willard, and his shot gets blocked down by Tikkanen. Kabina picks it up. Kabina gets taken away by Tikkanen now. Tikkanen gets it out to center ice, just missing for Lucas Stadler. Back into the Blue Jackets, and picked up by Eric Sanborn. Sanborn fires it around the boards, and Tikkanen will move it back in here for the Storm. Drew Kabina picks it up. In there, Nate Bilbin behind the net with Kabina, and it is over on the other side. Kabina will get it out here for the Blue Jackets. Freider picks it up, but brings it back into the Blue Jackets, and Sanborn with it. Now it's moved in by Nate Bilbin at center ice. Bilbin picks up that puck and moves it back in here. Bilbin with a shot over the top of the net. Storm have had 4 shots on goal so far in this first period of play.
They're really starting to step it up right now. A couple missed shots there, but last couple minutes they've been doing a little better. They still trail 2-0 to Hibbing Chisholm with 5:16 remaining in period 1.
Yeah, that timeout I think certainly did help them. I think it calmed them down here.
For sure.
After that quick start by the Blue Jackets. Casey Kemp picking it up, but is controlled now by the Storm. Caden Costley. He dumps it back in, and we've got another penalty coming up here. Our second of the game, interference penalty. And this is on the Storm.
So on the season, North Shore on the penalty kill, they have a penalty kill percentage of 72. And for Hibbing Chisholm, a power play percentage of 15. That has got to improve. The 15% power play. You got to do, usually a good power play is usually between 30, 40, 45%. But yeah, 15. That's, see if they can get something going here on this power play. But yeah, it definitely hasn't been, Blue Jackets definitely haven't been very good on the power play this season.
Yeah, that's something that they want to improve on here, and hopefully they can get it going here late in the season. Babbage going over. Babbage going to take the shot right on. Ellison out front had a chance. Babbage threw a nice wrister back in right on goal there. And this is Babbage again. Babbage another shot. Willard out front, and now it's picked up by Bo Freider. Back to Tristan Babbage. Over to Lund. Lund moving to Connor Willard, who's planted out front, and he shoots it over the top of the net.
Connor Willard's another player stepping out for this Blue Jackets team this season. Kind of struggled to start the season a little bit. I know you were kind of talking about that, and he's he leads the team in points now. Second half of the season, he's really turned it on. 11 goals, 9 assists for 20 points. Yeah, Connor Willard, second half he's been really good for this Hibbing Chisholm team.
Yeah, it's Kabina with a drive right on net through a screen, and gets a shot, and Ryan Bilbin with the save. Yeah, Connor Willard, a little bit of a slow start, but, that's to be expected because none of these kids played hockey until December,
Right.
January. So it was but once he got it going, Connor Willard's been very good here for the Blue Jackets. Bo Freider into Connor Willard. Willard moving it around. He'll go over to Ethan Lund. Back over to Willard out front. As Lund's going to pick this up now. We got 4:10 to go here in the period. Lund moving around. Lund gets back to Kabina, back to Lund. Lund over to Bo Freider in the middle. Freider puts a backhander just wide of the net. Picked up by Willard now. Willard moving around over to Lund. Lund with a shot, and Bilbin blocks that and goes out of play.
And you know, Joe Allison and Ethan Lund, they've been very good this season. They were very good last season, leaders for this team. But how about sophomore Bo Freider as well? He has the 4th most points on this team, and he's stepping in, filling in very nicely as a sophomore. 5 goals, 7 assists for 12 points. So yeah, this Hibbing team has a very good sophomore class. Like I said, Bo Freider. You also have players such as Tristan Babbage at the blue line, goaltender Braden Boyers. So lots of good sophomores filling in really nicely.
Babbage back there. The extra attackers on for the Blue Jackets. Putt penalty coming up here against the Storm with 3:34 to go here in the period. Yeah, the sophomore class is very talented as well on this Blue Jacket team. They've got some younger players on the JV team that are very talented as well. So a good group of core athletes coming up here in the Blue Jackets program.
Well, a huge opportunity here for the Blue Jackets to add to their 2-0 lead. We'll have a 5-on-3 power play here for the Blue Jackets for 30 seconds. Shot there, but about 26 seconds now. A power play, a 5-on-3 power play for Hibbing Chisholm, and then another 5-on-4 power play.
Lund over on the other side. Lund going back to Bo Freider. Freider working around here on this power play. Freider with a drive on net, and goaltender kicks that out. Connor Willard, another chance down low. Ethan Lund had a chance at a wide open net, and good job by the Storm. In there to get it out of there was Isaac Swanson. Good defense in front of the net there. And now it's dumped out by Nate Bilbin. Now Lund's going to pick this up. The Storm are 1 player short for the next minute and 15 seconds. 2:46 to go here in the period number 1. Blue Jackets lead 2-0. Now it's back in. Boyer is going to leave it out for Drew Kabina. Kabina gets it up to Bo Freider. Freider has Blake Freider in front of the net. Freider now working around. Freider goes over to Sanborn. Sanborn sends a shot. Ends up in the corner, and the Storm knock it out here. 40 seconds left on this power play for the Blue Jackets. Casey Kemp carrying it back in. Kemp with some speed. Kemp getting around the D. Wrapping around the back of the net and loses an edge. And the Storm clear this out. 24 seconds left on the power play for the Blue Jackets. Kabina getting it to Sanborn. Over to Casey Kemp. Maybe have one more chance here. Casey Kemp working behind the net. Gets over to Sanborn. Sanborn holding on to it to Keegan Fink. Blake Freider and takes a shot on net. And Bilbin holds on to this for a save.
Well, North Shore has got to be really happy to get out of that 5-on-3 penalty kill there. It was, Hibbing Chisholm had a lot of chances there. The goaltender, Bilbin, made a lot of big saves, though. Shots on goal right now, 13-4 in favor of Hibbing Chisholm now. So they probably put 5, 6, or 7 shots on that power play on net there. So, yeah, good job by the North Shore Storm. It's still only 2-0 Hibbing Chisholm with 1:22 remaining in period 1.
Over in the corner, McMillan and Babbage working for that puck. McMillan, and now Peyton Taylor touches it. Taylor's going to pick this up. Taylor moving back in. Taylor back to Anderkin. Nice little drop pass. And picked up by Lehman. Lehman sends it across over the top of the net. Now it's picked up by Lucas Stadler. We got a minute to go here in the first period of play. Stadler moving in. And a nice shot from Stadler. But a big save from Braden Boyer.
Well, I'd like to give a shout out to 90 Degree Media for making our new website, upnorthhockey.com. Make sure to check that out. all kinds of stuff on there. We have a donation link to PayPal. We have our rankings. We have our streaming schedule. You can find our past games on there, past streams. And once again, that's upnorthhockey.com. We also have a Venmo account if you want to send money there, upnorth-hockey. And any and all donations would be greatly appreciated for this season.
Connor Willard moving it back in here for the Blue Jackets. And now it is picked up by Lucas Sadler. He sends it ahead to Caden Costley. Now Blue Jackets can control as Tikkanen will fire it back in on Boyer, and he's going to hold on to that as the Storm players were coming in on him.
Well, only 20 seconds remaining in period one. Still 2-0 in favor of the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets over North Shore. Some other games going on around the area. Only one Iron Range game here tonight. Ely and Evelyn Gilbert at the Hippodrome. A couple other games around high school hockey. Shakopee, Rosemount, Hill Murray, St. Thomas Academy. Lakeville South, Maple Grove, a huge AA matchup there. Total of 20 games in boys high school hockey here tonight.
And this is fired back in by Freider. Now it's picked up by the Storm, and that's going to do it for period number one.
And I find it odd that there's only 20 games tonight in boys high school hockey on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, you think kind of late in the season, you think you'd have more games, going on, especially on a Tuesday night. So,
and of course, last night we had probably 40 or 50 games for a Monday night, so that was odd as well.
Right. Yeah, another odd thing. Hardly any games on a Tuesday, but tons of game, on that Monday night. So, just recapping, the Blue Jackets get 2 goals in that first period, both unassisted goals. First goal coming at 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Ethan Lund getting the shorthanded goal for the Blue Jackets, put them up 1-0. And then the Blue Jackets make it 2-0 on an unassisted goal from Keegan Fink. This was an even strength goal. Time of that goal was 5:04. And that's where it is after one period of play here in Hibbing.
Well, North Shore's got to be very happy going to the locker room, only trailing 2-0. I think it could very well be a lot worse. It could be 3, 4, 5-0, I think. 13 shots for the Blue Jackets. Pretty much every shot was a great scoring opportunity, too. Most of those shots were rebound shots. And, it was a good period for the Blue Jackets, scoring that shorthanded goal. And then right after that penalty, they scored another goal to make it 2-0. 2 quick goals for them. But North Shore took that timeout, which was key. They settled down a little bit, and they were playing a lot better. They also killed a couple penalties off. They were down 5-on-3 for a while. So good job for the Storm here in the second half of the period. All around, good job to the Blue Jackets for the whole first period.
Yeah, Blue Jackets look strong here in this first period. Nate Billman doing everything he can, making some big saves here for the Storm to keep this a 2-goal game. So after one period of play, Hibbing Chisholm has a 2-0 lead over North Shore Storm. Stay tuned. We'll be back for second period action coming up here next on Up North Hockey.
The rink is a minute of the game. The rink also offers large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet. They can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rick Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Evelyn. Check them out today. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop, and good luck to all the players. Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey and wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, call Tony from Anthony's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cotton-wound screen insulation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbenvironmental.com. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnebagosh, Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake. Welcome back, everyone, to the Hibbing Memorial Arena. We are in between our first and second periods. Teams are just about to come on the ice as the Zamboni has completed the ice surface. 2-0, Hibbing Chisholm over North Shore after one period of play. So we only have a few days left of the regular season, Randy. We have today, obviously. We got a game Thursday and then the weekend, and then like a couple days next week, Monday, Tuesday, a couple games on those days. So section playoffs are right around the corner. I guess we might as well talk about Section 7A here first. Of course, Hibbing Chisholm and North Shore both in Section 7A. Very tough section. Of course, you have Hermantown. They will be the number 1 seed. Also, Duluth-Denfeld's a very tough team as well. They'll probably be number 2. But Hibbing Chisholm has a chance to get the number 3 seed. It depends how they do on Thursday night versus Virginia. So we'll see what happens there. But 3 through about 6 or so, the 4 Iron Range teams, Evelyn Gilbert, Greenway, Virginia, and Hibbing, it's pretty wide open. So it's going to be interesting to see those games. They're going to end up playing each other. 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5. So those 4 teams are going to play each other probably in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, it's certainly a good possibility that the Blue Jackets will get the number 3 seed, just depending on how it all pans out. And then, potential for Greenway to be the 6th seed, Virginia being that 4th seed, it looks like right now, and Evelyn Gilbert the 5th seed. But, if Virginia comes in here and plays well, and they beat Hibbing on Thursday night, that's close. It's right now 43.5 QRF for Hibbing, 41.4 for Virginia. It's 7A is seeded by a coach's vote, but usually, for the most part, they end up going by the actual QRF seeding. Sometimes in past years, there's been like 1 or 2 changes, minor changes, but for the most part, it's pretty close to how the QRF is seeded for 7A.
And for you mentioned Greenway might get number 6. International Falls and Greenway play each other one more time for the 3rd time this season on Thursday night. So they have split the first 2 games, so that is definitely a big game for that number 6 seed for the Broncos and Raiders.
Yeah, that certainly is a big game there as well. So the Broncos, they want to get the victory and try to get some momentum going for them at the end of the season here.
And then for North Shore, they'll probably get, I would say they're probably going to get 8 or 9. Probably either Proctor or North Shore at number 8, I would say.
Yeah, it's close, QRF, between Proctor and North Shore. North Shore right now looks like they could end up with the 9th seed for the 7A playoffs. Keegan Fink controls it at center ice, gets it over to Blake Freider. Freider will dump it back and go over to Lucas Stadler. Too far for him. Icing is called. And head back to the Storm end for the faceoff.
Well, we apologize for the connection issues here today. I noticed it's been kind of spotty to start the second period. It was pretty much non-existent. Now it's back up and going. So once again, we apologize for the connection. It might glitch out here and there.
Yeah, a little bit glitchy today. So hopefully that gets better as the game goes on. Chance Anderkin down in front of the net and building with another save. His 12th of the game so far. Moved around by Keach behind the net. And now the Blue Jackets sent it back in by Casey Kemp. Now it's backhanded. Backhand by Cabina. Keach now with it. Keach intercepted by Anderkin. Anderkin with a shot right on. Had a chance right out front. Casey Kemp now with it behind the net.
That was not a good turnover by Keach. He shot it right, I believe. I'm not sure who it was, but yeah, that was not a good turnover by Keach. Just about a golden opportunity and possibly a goal for the Blue Jackets there.
Cabina working back up and it's taken away in front. That never got through traffic. Held in as Swanson. Now the Blue Jackets will move it out with Lund. Lund back over to Casey Kemp. Kemp over to Connor Willard. Willard moves it back in. Willard getting it back to Lund. Now it's picked up by McMillan. McMillan sending it ahead as the Storm move it out to center. And moving in is Zabrocki trying to make a play. Lund picks us up. Lund moving it back in and dumped back in by the Storm Wallen. Now it's picked up by Babbage. Babbage trying to get it ahead to Allison. Allison moving it back into the Storm end. Picked up by Babbage. Babbage going back to Connor Willard to Allison. Little backhand pass over to AJ Lehman. Just missed on it. Shot gets fired in by Sanborn. Deflected into the corner. And Connor Willard behind the net. Willard goes back to Babbage. Babbage shot goes wide of the net. And this is Sanborn. Sanborn sending a shot wide of the net. And now it's Connor Willard shot. And they're saying that did not go in, but it hit at least one pipe there going through. Keegan Fink. Fink, as the Blue Jackets kind of continue to put on the pressure here in the second period. And this is picked up by Nathan Rude. Rude has it. He's going to go back to Sanborn. Sends it ahead to Keegan Fink. Fink moving across. Fans on the shot. And dumped out by the Storm Zabrocki. Nathan Rude back to get it in our zone in the ice here. Rude going over to Lehman. Lehman sending it ahead. And Blake Freider trying to reach that puck. It's picked up by Tikkanen. Tikkanen backhands it. It comes out to center. Picked up by Nate Bilbin. Bilbin working around the back of the net. Bilbin waiting for some help with him. Blake Freider. As Freider is going to backhand it and dump back in by Wesley Beck. Now it's picked up by the Blue Jackets' Trevor Lehman. Now Casey Kemp with it. Kemp working around the back of the net. 12:37 to go here. Second period to play. Blue Jackets lead 2-0. And Sanborn gets it back to Kabina. Kabina moving ahead for Bo Freider. And Tikkanen. Freider working for that puck. Kabina with a shot. Just goes wide of the net. Sanborn on the other side. Sanborn working it in. And it is Nate Bilbin. Now it's Anderkin. Now it comes out through center ice. And moving back in is Isaac Swanson. Swanson crossed over, trying to get over to Sanborn. Was out front of the net. To get it out, Kabina. Now it's picked up by Ryder McMillan. And Bo Freider bringing it back in for the Blue Jackets. Freider dumps it back in the corner. Back in there to get his Jacob Markshausen. And fire it out to the Storm. Picked up by Willard. Willard's going to move this back in. Willard going over to Lund. Lund in front to Allison. Shot goal! What a tip in, and what a play by Ethan Lund to set up that goal, Blake.
Yeah, that was a very nice play by Joe Allison and Ethan Lund. Very nice tip by Allison. Lund sending it towards the net. That was a great job as well. Yeah, just great hand-eye coordination by Allison. The fact that he was able to tip that in to make it 3-0. It finally came for the Blue Jackets. They've been dominating this whole second period. 18 shots on net now. They finally get that goal. They had numerous opportunities before that one. And, yeah, they cash in. Like I said, 3-0 with 11:15 remaining in period 2.
Tristan Babbage sends it up to Allison. Allison, Lund's going to pick this up. Lund moving it back into Connor Willard. Shot goal! Connor Willard!
Well, Just like that, another goal for the Blue Jackets.
Wow.
Probably 20 seconds after the first goal here in the second period to make it 4-0. The Blue Jackets are buzzing right now. That was Willard this time scoring the goal. And it's been even a better period for the Blue Jackets here in this second period.
So right after he assisted on that Blue Jackets' third goal, Connor Willard comes back and gets the fourth goal for the Blue Jackets, moving out by Stadler. Stadler going shot on, and Boyer with the save picked up by Keegan Fink. Fink now moves it to Lehman, but it's taken away by Errol Wallen.
He was assisted by number 7, Ethan Lund, and number 10, Connor Willard. Allison.
Same thing.
That was the third goal they're announcing.
Scoring the fourth goal
Oh.
for the Blue Jackets, number 10, Connor Willard. He was assisted by number 7, Ethan Lund, and number 3, Joe Allison.
Oh, I see.
Willard, Lund, and Allison. Time of the fourth goal, 5:56.
I see.
I could see how you were.
I get it now. They re-announced that goal because it was during the fourth goal, so they made the announcement for that third goal again. So
Yeah, I could see how that was kind of confusing for you.
I'm like,
'cause
what happened here?
he was
I know
already-
Connor Willard scored that.
Yeah, he was already announcing the goal, and then
Right.
before that goal was scored, the fourth goal. But 10:01 remaining in period two. It's now 4-0 in favor of the Blue Jackets. Shots on goal 19-11, also in favor of the home team, the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets.
And this is over on the other side. Trevor Lehman touching it, and Lehman going over to Sanborn. Sanborn moves it up. Bo Ryder, he backhands it back into the zone. And now it's picked up by the Storm, Nate Bilbin. Bilbin sends it over. Bo Ryder keeps it in for the Blue Jackets. Dumps it back in behind the net. Now Jacob Keach, and it's picked up by Bilbin. Bilbin trying to go over to Isaac Swanson. Blue Jackets continuing to put the pressure on here. Swanson over. Swanson with it at just outside the blue line. And moving back into the Blue Jackets end. Race for it with Bilbin and Lund. Now it's picked up by Allison. Allison goes over to Willard. Willard moves it back to Allison. Has Lund out front of the net. Allison with it. Back into Lund behind the net. And the Storm pick it up. Back in there is Isaac Swanson. Well, it's picked up by Jacob Keach. Allison back to Lund. Keach fires it out for the Storm. This is going to be a icing is the call. So the third Blue Jacket goal scored by Joe Allison. First assist to number 7, Ethan Lund. Second assist to Connor Willard. 5:39 time of that goal. And then at 5:56, Blue Jackets make it 4-0. Connor Willard from Ethan Lund and Joe Allison. Just a flip-flop of those three players on that fourth goal.
So, Randy, do you know if this is, I believe this is the rematch of last year's Section 7A play-in game. I believe North Shore got that victory last year.
Yeah, it is the rematch of that play-in game from last year.
I do believe North Shore did lose a couple seniors from that team last year. One off the top of my head, Spencer Jackson. He was a pretty good player for this North Shore team. Lost a lot of seniors last year. But, yeah, it was North Shore winning that game, that playing game last year.
Picked up Tristan Babbage. Babbage getting it over to Nathan Rude. Gets ridden off the play, and in there to get it now is Zabrocki going back to Christiansen. And a shot over the top of the net by Errol Wallen.
So this season for Iron Range Hockey is an end of an era for many reasons. Well, next year Virginia and Evelyn will still be separate, I believe. But then the next year it's going to be Rock Ridge Wolverines. But Hibbing Chisholm, this is their last season in the Iron Range Conference. Next season, they will be moving to the Lake Superior Conference. So it kind of seems like the Iron Range Conference is kind of going extinct right now. When Rock Ridge combines, or when Evelyn Gilbert and Virginia combine as Rock Ridge, they are going to be in the Lake Superior Conference as well, I believe.
Yeah, I know there's talk about the Rockridge being in the Lake Superior Conference, so that's going to dwindle. They're going to lose 3 teams out of the Iron Range Conference within 2 years.
And that would leave North Shore right now, Greenway, and I Falls. That's it.
Right. So, and this is Cabina back behind the net and held in now by Isaac Swanson along the half wall. Blue Jackets, Anderkin and Bo Freider bring it out here. It comes out to center ice, picked up by Tikkanen, fired back in by the Storm. That was moved back in by number 6, Cole Anderson.
And it really is going to be sad to see 2 more Iron Range teams fold up. Evelyn and Virginia, 2 historic programs for Iron Range hockey. Of course, Evelyn, very historic, one of the first teams that played high school hockey, won the first state championship in 1945. Over the years, the teams kept dwindling and dwindling. Excuse me. You used to have Chisholm. Chisholm had their own team. You used to have Babbitt, Mesabi East. Also, Mountain Iron. You had a lot of other teams, and the teams kept dwindling, and now you're going to lose Evelyn to Virginia now.
Yeah, and you can't forget the Gilbert Buccaneers, too.
Gilbert, I always forget about Gilbert for some reason.
They were part of that program. Well, the Aurora White Lakes Blackhawks, part of the Iron Range Conference too, as well. There's some, prior to becoming Mesabi East, Aurora White Lakes. So, and now Mesabi East is in with Evelyn Gilbert. Moving in, Nate Bilbin with a shot right on. Allison's going to pick this up. We got 5:55 to go here in the second period of play. Blue Jackets lead this one 4-0. Over on the other side, Bilbin with a chance. Leaves it in front for Jacob Keach. Defended on the play by Lehman. A little backhander picked up by Willard now. Willard gets it out towards center ice. And now it's picked up by Jacob Keach. And penalty coming up here against the Storm with 5:31 to go.
Well, another power play here for Hibbing Chisholm as they lead 4-0 with 5:31 remaining in period 2. We'll see if they can get the power play going again. Do they have a power play goal yet in this game? One shorthanded goal, I know that.
Sure, yeah, they had a shorthand goal, but no power play goals.
Wow, yeah, they had that 5-on-3. Another opportunity here to improve on their power play. They really need to get that power play going for the section playoffs.
Tristan Babbitt sending a shot in there. Keegan Fink had another opportunity, and Storm able to get it out. Sanborn works it across ice over to Keegan Fink. Sanborn backhands it in to Casey Kemp, and now Keegan Fink carrying it back in here for the Blue Jackets. Kemp and Sanborn will send it deeper back in the zone. Now picked up by Blake Freider and also Isaac Swanson working for that puck. Casey Kemp now with it. Kemp going back to Blake Freider. Freider in with Isaac Swanson, 2 number 11s doing battle behind the net here. Swanson's going to come away with that. Swanson and now Blake Freider trying to get it back from him. Swanson will fire it out here with 1:09 left on the power play for the Blue Jackets. 4:37 to go here in the second period of play.
And when you talk about these Iron Range teams having their own teams, Chisholm and other teams, Mountain Iron, of course, North Shore, it used to be Silver Bay and Two Harbors, and they combined probably, I would say about 7 years ago now.
Right, yeah, 2 separate programs there. No, they're one team as well. Connor Willard going back to Tristan Babbage. Babbage's shot just goes wider than that. Allison behind the net now picking up. Tristan Babbage has had a great year for the Blue Jackets back on a defensive point, making a lot of good plays back there. Ethan Lund going over to Sanborn. Cabina in front and gets blocked down. Cabina's going to pick this up. Cabina's shot goes over the top of the net. Bo Freider to Allison. Allison back to Cabina. Cabina over to Lund. 11 seconds left on the power play for the Blue Jackets. Cabina gets it over to Lund. Maybe one more chance here. Lund in on Allison and just couldn't pull the trigger on the other side. Good opportunity for the Blue Jackets. Cabina over to Connor Willard. And the Storm will move it back out with Keach. Keach moving it back in. Keach, and now it's picked up by Ryder McMillan. Now it's going back to the point to Cole Anderson. Anderson sends it back in to Great Peterson. Peterson back to Cole Anderson. Blue Jackets able to get it out, and now it's picked up by Wallen. Wallen went with 3 minutes to go here, dumped in, and that's going to be an icing. So at the end of the second period, stay with us because we're going to recap our scoring for the second period, and then we have an announcement that we want to talk about. So we want to dedicate some time for that, and so please stay on our broadcast right away at the end of the second period. We'll have that announcement for you.
Yeah, for sure. Stay tuned for that. In between our second and third periods coming up.
And Blue Jackets now Broden Fawcett, getting a chance here. Some playing time here in the second period. Gets it to Peyton Taylor. And right out for Fawcett. His shot just goes wider than that. Broden Fawcett's played very well this year for the Hibbing Chisholm junior varsity team. And it's nice to see him getting some action here in this game. Peyton Taylor, his shot just goes wider than that. Penalty coming up here against the Storm.
Well, I'm going to keep saying this. Another power play for Hibbing Chisholm. I want to see them get a power play goal here. I mentioned, their power play percentage has gone down now from 15% during this game. So you got to. Special teams are very important, especially when you're playing very good teams that you're going to be playing in the section playoffs when you're in close games against teams like Greenway, Virginia, Evelyn Gilbert, and then if you get the chance to play teams like Hermantown and Duluth Deadfeld.
Yeah, you definitely want to get goals on your special teams to get power play goals, and this is Babbage moving it through center to Sanborn, gets it up to Blake Freider. Freider working back into Keegan Fink, and nice defensive play in front of the net by number 11. That is Isaac Swanson.
That was a very nice play by Swanson. He blocked it away. I believe it was Freider going right to the net, and Swanson blocked it away. Nice play there.
Sanborn trying to get over to Keegan Fink, and it's sent in by Tristan Babbage just over the top of the net. And Swanson behind the net. Swanson backhands it, trying to get it out here. Casey Kemp holds it in for the Blue Jackets. Kemp goes back to Babbage. Babbage back to Kemp. And now it is picked up by Swanson again. Swanson fires it out for the Storm. 58 seconds left on the power play for the Blue Jackets. And 1:16 to go here in our second period to play 4-0 Blue Jackets. Allison tips it back in for the Blue Jackets. This is going to be picked up by Lund. Lund with a shot goal! Ethan Lund with his second of the game.
Well, there it is right there. Ethan Lund gets that power play goal for the Blue Jackets to make it 5-0. It's been all Blue Jackets here in the second period. Shots on goal now 26-15 in favor of Hibbing Chisholm. They now lead 5-0 with a minute 06 remaining in period 2. They've been putting on a lot of quality shots. They have probably about 13 shots here in this second period. So once again, a very good period here in the second period for the Blue Jackets.
15:54 going to be time of that goal, the Ethan Lund goal. And Allison going back to Lund. And now the Storm will come out with it with Jacob Markhausen. And on the assist, Joe Allison on the first assist, second assist going to Connor Willard. Again, that goal at 15:54.
Well, as I'm saying, Hibbing Chisholm's dominated this whole game. It's not like they've given up like 2 or 3 shots. North Shore still has 16 shots on net. All 16 shots saved by goaltender Braden Boyer. So, big hit down in the corner there. But Boyer's had to stop some pucks, and he's held his ground here so far.
Shot Lucas Stadler out front of the net. Stadler now working it back in and picked up by Connor Willard. And 20 seconds to go here in the period. Connor Willard at center ice. Connor Willard moving it back in. And Tikkanen trying to fire it out. Kabina sends it back in. Stadler plays at it. Peyton Taylor's going to pick this up. Taylor with a shot right on blocker, saved by Bill, but now it is Kabina throwing it back towards the front of the net. This is going to do it for the period number 2. So Blue Jackets get 4 goals in that second period. Blue Jackets' first goal coming at 5 minutes and 39 seconds from Joe Allison. And then the first assist going to number 7. Ethan Lund, second assist to number 10. Connor Willard, time of that goal, 5:39. And then the Blue Jackets make it 4-0 at 5 minutes and 56 seconds. Connor Willard with a goal, first assist to number 7, Ethan Lund. Second assist to number 3, Joe Allison. And then the Blue Jackets make it 5-0 at 15:54 into the second period. Ethan Lund getting his second of the night from Joe Allison and Connor Willard. So that is where we stand after 2 periods of play, 5-0. Our score, Blue Jackets over the North Shore Storm. Well, we wanted to take a little extra time, rather than doing this in between a whistle. But this will be my second to last game for boys varsity games for Up North Hockey. I've got one more on Thursday, Virginia, Mountain Iron Beal, and Hibbing Chisholm. And then we've got the district tournament this weekend. But my wife has accepted a job she currently works for Delta Airlines at Chisholm, and she's accepted a position in Atlanta, Georgia. So her and I will be moving to warmer climates, Blake. So we wanted to just share that with everybody, and it's certainly for me, it's been an honor to be part of Up North Hockey. Blake and I started it 4.5 seasons ago, I think. We started as a Twitter site together and just covered games on our Twitter. Went all over the state, crazy amount of miles. Didn't get paid anything to do it, and we just covered games and posted pictures, and it's really been a fun ride.
Yeah, and then last year we started doing live streaming for the first time. A lot more miles last year too, traveling all around the state. This year we've been just sticking to home, Hibbing, Evelyn, Virginia, Greenway, and Grand Rapids, but it's been fun. I'm glad we did this. I'm very glad we did this. Started doing this, like you said, 4 years ago. You came up with the name Up North Hockey. Very good name choice. And yeah, we started doing that Twitter stuff, and it blew up from there for us. And the live streaming's been very popular among our viewers. So we appreciate everyone just supporting us and tuning in. So yeah, this is probably our last game that we're going to do together. Maybe, here's my story. I might not be doing this next year either. I'll probably be going off to college, possibly at the University of Minnesota, to further pursue broadcasting and journalism. So, yeah, we thank everyone for watching all season long. Last year, it's been a pleasure working with you, Randy. Of course, you have a lot of experience working in radio. You did radio with Doug Dietrich for about 12 years or so before joining me and doing this Up North Hockey stuff. So it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, it might not be the end of Up North Hockey. We'll have to see. The accounts will still be there, obviously. Eric Johns might be taking over some streaming stuff. He said he wants to do it. He's a couple people that would be interested in doing it. One of the names, Jason Merritt from Grand Rapids, he said he would be willing to do it with them. So, and I might be around still too a little bit, and I might do some games here and there. But I do think I got accepted at the University of Minnesota for broadcasting and journalism. So I think I'm going to go down there and do that. And doing this has just created a lot of opportunities for me. I really found my broadcaster's voice doing this. I remember my first game last year, Minnetonka and Grand Rapids. That was
you were all by yourself for that one,
yep. Too. And, a little shaky, and, it's been pretty much only a year since we started doing this, a year and a half, and I feel like I've improved a lot since that first game. So it's created a lot of different opportunities. I've had multiple opportunities with other streaming companies, so it's been a really good jump start for my career.
Yeah, certainly, to think that when we started, doing the streaming. I started back in 2006. That was my first season in Hibbing Chisholm, 2006, 2007. Working with Doug Dietrich on the radio, doing Hibbing games, Hibbing girls and boys games, state tournament trips for both boys and girls in that time period. And, most of that time. And then also back when Dylan Matson and Zach DeBoom, that year, that second year that they were Bantams, that's when I started helping them with youth hockey, coming here for youth hockey tournaments on the weekends and, giving up a lot of weekends to do public address announcing. And, it was all fun. It was, I didn't do, obviously that, the radio, I never got paid $1, never made a dime doing that, never got paid a dime for doing youth hockey games, for doing the public address announcing. And same thing with running our Twitter site. We never made a dime doing that. I mean, we're making a little bit of money to pay our gas and our food costs and things like that, buy equipment, but there isn't a lot of money that we're making that we're going to end up at the end of the season. Hopefully we can break even like we did last year. Last year, I know we spent money out of our pocket to finish that season up. I know we did. So, but we do it because we love the game. We love to cover the game for the kids, and this year, even more than others, we're able to do the games for the parents and the grandparents and the relatives and the cousins and the friends and other fans that aren't able to make it into the games because of the COVID restrictions.
Well, I would like to tip my hat to you, Randy, for all the volunteer work over the years. Like you mentioned, doing the radio with Doug Dietrich. And now it's a youth hockey games. It's not about the money. And your work was all here in Hibbing. So, it's been a lot of fun. But like I said, we just love the game of hockey. And I know I love, PA announcing too, and I don't get paid for that. And I just enjoy it because, I referee. That's one thing I do, one job that I do that involves hockey where I actually do get paid for. So I enjoy doing that. But this other stuff, it's just pretty much volunteer work and just a hobby of ours.
Right. Yeah, it certainly is. We just love, we love the game. So we're going to take a few minutes to take a break, and then we'll be back with our third period action. Again, Blake, it's been an honor to work with you these past couple seasons with doing our streaming here on Up North Hockey. It's meant a lot, and I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss you, and I'm going to miss I'm going to miss the kids, and I'm going to miss the game of hockey in Minnesota. So hopefully I get involved with some kind of sports. If it's not hockey in Georgia, maybe I can help out with basketball or football. But they have a few hockey teams down there, so I might check that out. But thanks for everything that you did with me, and it's been fun, Blake.
Yeah, thanks, Randy. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So we'll take a break here. Player sponsor ads. 5-0, Hibbing Chisholm over North Shore. After 2 periods of play, you're watching high school hockey on Up North Hockey. The Rick Sports Grill in Eveleth offers casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rick Sports Grill offers 8 large-screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. The rink also offers large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet, they can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rick Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Evelyn. Check them out today. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop, and good luck to all the players. Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey and wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, call Tony from Anthony's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cottonwood screen insulation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbenvironmental.com. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnebagosh, Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake. All right, welcome back, everyone. Period number 3 is underway from the Hibbing Memorial Arena. And now here's Randy with your play-by-play call for the final period of play.
And back, it's Lehman sends it over on the other side. Trevor Lehman going over to Sanborn. Dumped in by Allison, picked up by Connor Willard. Connor Willard trying to make a play, and Willard back behind the net. And Willard moving it back to Sanborn. Sanborn, shot on goal! Eric Sanborn knocks that in from the corner. Kind of a weird shot, and Blue Jackets go up 6-0.
31 seconds into this third period of play. That'll make it 6-0. We're now going to get into running time here for the third period. So the Blue Jackets start this third period just how they ended the second period.
Keegan Fink, and shot, and Bilbin with the save for the Storm. With 16:12 to go, we're on running time here.
He's assisted by Lieutenant Connor Willard. Sanborn.
And single assist on that goal for Connor Willard. Again, time of that goal was 31 seconds. Connor Willard has had a good game here tonight. Goal and 3 assists for the Blue Jackets. So he's had a good night for the Blue Jackets.
Well, we have running time now, like I said, here in this third period.
And A.J. Lehman playing at it, picked up by the Zabrocki, sending it back in, and picked up by Nate Bilbin, just off Boyer's pads and over the top of the net. Blake Freider out at center ice. And now the Storm will move it back over to Zabrocki. Zabrocki sending it back into the Blue Jackets end, trying to get in there for his back, but picked up by Tristan Babbage. Babbage goes over to Bo Freider. Back to Babbage. Now it is picked up by Ryder McMillan. McMillan working it back in for the Storm. Picked up by Bo Freider. Now it's picked up by Anderkin. Gets it to Casey Kemp. Kemp moving it back in. Kemp around the back of the net, moving around. Kemp will send it back in. Shot gets blocked down. Bo Freider with a chance. Shot goes wide of the net, and now it's picked up by Caden Costley. Moving it out to center ice, Cody Costley now picking it up here. Costley going across. Chance for Ryder McMillan. Just couldn't complete the play. Casey Kemp now going over to Anderkin. And back in the corner. Anderkin behind the net now with it. 14:20 to go here in the third period of play. Blue Jackets up 6-0. And this is now picked up by Nathan Rood. Nathan Rood sends a shot. Blocked into the corner. Markhausen and the Storm will move it back out. And this is going to be no icing. They blow that off, or wave it off, rather. Bo Freider sending it to Allison. Allison moving in, shot and a save for Joe Allison on the shot. Riley Lund, thank you for the comment. I appreciate that. Sending in a message, thanks for all you've done.
And kind of talking about your service here at Hibbing Chisholm Hockey, Randy, you've seen a lot of good hockey players come out of this association and high school team, most notably, obviously, Scott Prunovich.
Yeah, that first year helping out with that youth hockey tournament, the Bantam hockey tournament here, Scotty Prunovich was a second-year player in that team, meaning, just a phenomenal player. And to be able to watch him in the youth hockey, that was pretty special.
So I didn't really get a chance to see him play in high school. Obviously, I was a little younger, but was he kind of a late bloomer once he got to high school a little more, do you think? Or was he was really good in youth hockey too, huh?
Yeah, I think he was all good all the way around. I mean, even when he got to high school, I thought he was a good player right away.
Well, yeah, very good in high school, obviously. And then I just noticed his pictures up here in the Memorial Arena now, up in the lobby there. So that's cool to see. I think they did that ceremony this summer with Pat Micheletti. Of course, his picture's up there, and Kevin McHale. McHale, that's his name, right?
Yes, Kevin McHale. Yeah.
Okay. Of course, his picture's up there too in the lobby.
Yeah, both players that spent time in the NHL and the NBA, respectively, and then Scotty Perunovich, of course, part of the St. Louis Blues organization.
Yeah, it's going to be. Has he been playing this year? Or has he been? I
He's
haven't
on
heard-
the taxi squad.
Okay, so he is going to the rink, but he's not playing, just
Right.
practicing.
He's on the taxi squad, which and then he was injured, and I'm not sure if he's skating again, but he did get injured too as well. So Keegan Fink with a drive on net, and Bilbin with the save.
And of course, he won the Hobie Baker Award for UMD last season, so that was really cool to see. I know he was really excited about that, obviously. Just a great career with the UMD Bulldogs.
Somebody sent it. Courtney Gregory sent in a message. Well, welcome to the South. Enjoy having to drive to the cities for Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be driving into the Atlanta for Chick-fil-A. I think I'll be going for like Popeye's chicken or something like that instead. Or probably better food than fast food. So, and here's a dangerous shot in, and the shutout is over as Lucas Stadler knocks that one in. A total kind of a miscommunication there, I think.
Yeah, that was Braden Boyer playing probably a little too aggressively there, going out to play the puck, and he couldn't really get a handle on it. And I believe number 4, right, Lucas Stadler picked it up and scored. Yep, Stadler, number 4, the senior forward. That ends the shutout, and also we're back to normal time now. Running time is over here at the Memorial Arena. And that was a shorthanded goal for the for the North Shore Storm.
Yeah, shorty there for the Storm. Getting back as Lund gets over to Connor Willard. Willard trying to go upper shelf there. Kabina's going to pick this up at center ice. Kabina moving it back into Ethan Lund. Lund going through, coming across the blue line. Lund moving it back in. Lund rebound. Bullfighter. Joelson buries it to put the Blue Jackets up by 6 again.
Well, just like that, we're back to running time. 7-1 now. Blue Jackets get a power play goal here after letting up that shorthanded goal. Set 7-1 with 10:29 remaining in period 3. Shots on goal 34-18, also in favor of the Blue Jackets.
That's going to be Joe Allison's second of the night. He's got an assist as well. No, I'm sorry, that's Joe Allison. Joe Allison with a hat trick. That's his third of the game, and he's also got an assist on the game. So a couple players with multiple points here in this game for the Blue Jackets. Oh.
So that's Allison's second goal of the game, actually.
Yeah, I misread my great printing on my sheet here.
I had that issue last night.
Not assist.
I had that issue last night. I was reading off the scoring from the third period for Roseau and Grand Rapids, and I couldn't read one of the scoring lines there. And I was like, well, if you can't read your own handwriting, you know you have pretty bad handwriting.
Yeah. And so that makes it a 6-goal margin. Again, Broden Fawcett back out on the ice here for the Blue Jackets. Fawcett picks it up, loses an edge, back over, and gets it over to Kabina. Kabina goes it over to Ruud and Tikkanen trying to hold it in here for the Storm. Picked up now by Kabina. Kabina pressured on the play by Nate Bilbin. Kabina moves it ahead to Lehman. Lehman getting out for Peyton Taylor. Taylor not able to get it in back in. It's picked up by the Blue Jackets. Johnson. He'll dump it out here for the Blue Jackets. 8:44 to go here in the third period.
Well, talking about another player you saw play high school here in Hibbing, Adam Johnson, of course. Very good player. Had a good career with the UMD Bulldogs. Not sure where he's at right now or where he played after college, but you always talk about that state tournament. Adam Johnson was kind of under the radar, and then Hibbing played at that state tournament. I'm not sure which year it was, probably 2011.
Yeah,
it?
2011.
Okay,
2011.
and I guess you had a phenomenal tournament, huh?
Yeah, that semifinal game against Hermantown in 2011 was he almost single-handedly took the Blue Jackets on his back, and the Blue Jackets almost came back to win that game over Hermantown, and that's kind of when everybody hey, Adam Johnson's a good player, and everybody in the state kind of all eyes went on him. I remember one of the I can't think of his name, the announcer for Channel 45 doing the tournament. I don't know. I can't think of his name, but he came up and talked to us after the game, and he's like, "Boy, this Adam Johnson's a good player," and he had heard. It's like I've never heard of him before, and all of a sudden, all eyes were on him. Well, a little bit later, we know the story. He ends up going to the UMD Bulldogs and now in the NHL.
Of course, Jarrett Lee, he's playing with UMD right now. I think Eric was saying he, I don't know if it's true or not, but Eric mentioned something about Lee not being in the lineup lately due to some health issues again. I'm not totally sure.
Oh,
but
okay. Well, hopefully he's going to be okay there as well.
I don't want to spread any disinformation here, but that's what our color guy Eric Johns was saying. That's why he's been out of the lineup. So, of course, Lee, a very, very good story there. Of course, he survived cancer. You probably know more about that than me.
Yeah, just an incredible story, to fight through that and able to play, finish his high school, able to play high school hockey and play so well. I mean, it was they had a nice ceremony for him here before one of the last games of the year, and that was I think it was his junior year that year, and that was a special night here. Lots of wasn't a dry eye in the place. I know that for sure.
So here's another question for you, Randy. What was the best Hibbing Chisholm game you ever saw? Is there one that comes to mind?
Well, I think it's Connor Willard back in the point here, back along the boards, gets it back to Sanborn or Cabina, and a shot on net. I think the playoff game back in playoff game back in 20. I'd have to look back, but playoff game, Hibbing Chisholm and International Falls. International Falls was up 3. I think they were up 2-0 or 3-0 in that game. Blue Jackets call a timeout. Blue Jackets never gave up a goal after that timeout, and that was probably one of the best Hibbing Chisholm playoff games I've ever seen.
So was that in the 2000s or before that?
Yeah, no, that was like 2012. I think it was. I'm going to say it's like 2012.
Okay. 2012
or 2010, one of those years. Like I said, I have to look back, but doing the game with Doug in that one, and it just an incredible back and forth game. Broncos were leading that game, and all of a sudden, just the momentum just was heavily for the Broncos. That game, the semifinals in the Section 7 playoffs, played at the Area Civic Center, and then Blue Jackets take a timeout, and after that, the Blue Jackets totally dominate that game.
And not just the Blue Jackets. You've seen a lot of good groups, a lot of good teams for all the IRH teams. Of course, Virginia had a lot of good teams not too long ago, early 2000s and later 2000s up until about when Keith Hendrickson was there, a couple state tournament appearances. And then, of course, the Greenway run back in 2019. That's got to be one of your favorite memories as well when they made the state tournament.
Yeah, that certainly was special, getting to see that double overtime game at the Amsoil and the Greenway getting the victory there as Connor Willard sent a shot towards the front of the net. But, yeah, what a game that was. Double overtime win against Hermantown, and sends the Raiders to the state tournament. And then they play that dramatic game against Montemita in the semifinals. They win that game in overtime. That was probably one of the best state tournament games I've ever seen.
Yeah, and then they had to come back against Delano as well in that quarterfinal game. That was a close game as well.
Trailing in that game and to come back in Delano. So I've seen a lot of good ones involving Iron Range Conference teams over the years. As Sanborn sends it back behind the net, Bilbin leaves it out there. Thanks for the shout out, Ben Allison. Sending a thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna miss this game. I'm gonna miss seeing high school hockey, and there is hockey in Georgia, but certainly it's not to this level at any means.
No, we're very spoiled to be seeing this hockey here in Minnesota. Just to see, it's so big here in Minnesota. It's so fun to watch, and the teams here on the Iron Range might be a little bit down, but just the passion to play the game here in youth hockey, high school hockey, all across the state. It's really special and fun to cover.
Sent around the boards, Peyton Taylor. Nice to see Peyton Taylor getting some playing time along with Broden Fawcett and Lucas Stadler with that only goal here in the afternoon for the Storm. Sitting behind the net as we got 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Peyton Taylor bringing it back in. Taylor's shot blocked off of number 5 and out of play, or on Cole Anderson out of play.
Surprised that one play down here on the right side wasn't an icing. It's flipped all the way down by Tikkinen, and number 4 there, Stadler did touch it, but not a big deal. Running time here, just under 2 minutes. 7-1 in favor of Hibbing Chisholm. Shots on goal, 40-20. Also in favor of the Blue Jackets.
Casey Kemp will send it back in. Bo Frieder tips it back in here. And along the boards, knocked out to center. Picked up by Nathan Rude. Goes over to Tristan Babbage. Babbage working it back to Blake Frieder. And now it's loose as Rude's going to send it back in here for the Blue Jackets. Casey Kemp along the boards. Got a minute 22 to go here in our period. Blake Frieder with a shot right on net. Nice little wrister from Frieder and Bilbin, the save.
Well, make sure to check out our website, upnorthhockey.com. Also, a shout out to Jameson Geisler and 90 Degree Media for making that website for us. Once again, upnorthhockey.com. All kinds of information on there, along with a PayPal link to send money to us. We're kind of talking about that in between the second and third periods. All this work we've done has basically been volunteers. So if you're looking to donate money so we can, keep a little money that we've, for the work we've done, we have a PayPal link on upnorthhockey.com. So any and all donations would be greatly appreciated, because a lot of the sponsor money we got was spent towards equipment, travel, food, all that stuff. So like I said, upnorthhockey.com. Also for the PayPal link, and then Venmo, another donation account there, upnorth-hockey.
Nathan Johnson sending a lot of shot on goal. Bilbin. Yeah, certainly. I want to thank everybody that has donated to us here this year through PayPal and Venmo. It's just been incredible. I mean, the people have been so generous, and we really appreciate all those donations that we have received. Blue Jackets are going to get the 7-1 victory here today, this afternoon. It's a rare matinee event here, Hibbing, and we're going to get home tonight before 9:30 tonight.
Yes.
Right?
Sometimes I got back at about 11 o'clock when I've been coming back for like Eveleth or here in Hibbing, so I'm definitely not complaining with this 3:30 start. Definitely pretty nice. We can actually enjoy our evenings here tonight.
They're recapping that scoring in the third period. Blue Jackets get the 6th goal at 31 seconds into the period. A goal coming from Joe Ellison. No, I'm sorry. That goal scored by number 6, Eric Sanborn. Connor Willard on a single assist again. That goal coming at 31 seconds. Storm comes back and get their first goal of the game at 5:55 on an unassisted goal from number 4, Lucas Stadler. Then the Blue Jackets make it 7-1 at 6 minutes and 31 seconds into the third period. Joe Allison with a second on the night gets a first assist from Ethan Lund, second assist to number 10, Connor Willard. Well, good afternoon here for the Blue Jackets. They look good. Got another 2 points in the Iron Range Conference. And big game coming up here on Up North Hockey on Thursday night between Hibbing, Chisholm, and Virginia Mountain Iron Buell.
Yes, the Blue Jackets get the victory here in this one. Now they're 2 points behind Virginia in the Iron Range Conference. If they beat them two teams on Thursday night, if they beat them two teams will be tied at 15 points, and Hibbing would have the advantage with 2 victories over Virginia this season, the season sweep over the Blue Devils. So big win here tonight for the Blue Jackets, obviously. And then they have a game, like I said, Thursday. That's a big game for Section 7A seedings as well. If they win, I think they will get number 3 in Section 7A.
Yeah, it certainly looks like it's lined up for that, for the Blue Jackets to get that number 3 seed, if they're able to secure the victory over Virginia Mountain Iron Buell on Thursday night here. So, well, fun afternoon, Blake. Again, it's been, if this is our last game doing the games together, it's been a pleasure, Blake. It's been fun working with you.
Yeah, it's been a fun ride. I've improved a lot over the last couple of years, I think. We both have improved. It's been a lot of fun. From our first broadcast we did ever.
Yeah, till now, right?
yeah, it's been a fun journey. So we thank everyone for tuning in here tonight, and for tuning in the last couple of years. Season's not over yet. It kind of feels like the last game of the season.
Yeah, it feels like we're ending everything here, but we still have games left. Don't worry. I mean, we have the big game here Thursday night, Virginia Mountain Iron Buell and Hibbing Chisholm. Jay Hildenbrand and I will have that game. We have JV at 5 o'clock, varsity at 7 o'clock. So please join us for that one. That is for the IRC title on the line in that game, and then. This weekend we've got District 12 Pee Wee A hockey. Jay Hildenbrand and I will be here at the Hibbing Memorial Building for those games this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. Stay tuned or check out our website for our official schedule for that. So that's all I have here, Blake.
Yeah, 7-1 final here tonight. Good win for the Blue Jackets. I think you did, Matt. Did you mention the Deadfell Grand Rapids game next Monday?
Yeah, no, I didn't talk about that one. So you have that next Monday.
Yeah, that'll be our last high school game for the season. We are, just to make it clear, we are not doing section playoffs. Yes. We'll be at some of the games, but we are not streaming section playoffs. It's too much of a hassle to go through the process of applying and paying the big fee and stuff. So just making that clear.
Yeah, and there's a fee. It's a fee per game. It's not for all the games. It's a fee per game.
Right.
And then you got to get approved by the section, and there's a ton of red tape involved with it.
And for Grand Rapids, it'd be fun to stream their games, or even Hibbing. I mean, but Grand Rapids, Sheldon Willis always already has rights to those to those games. He already got the rights for those games, so it's probably too late anyways now, I would say.
So stay tuned for our social media sites, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for our Player of the Game presentation. We'll have that for you posted later on today. Again, Blake, it's a lot of fun. So we'll finish it up here this afternoon.
Yeah, we'll sign off here. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good evening. See you Thursday night for Virginia and Hibbing Chisholm.
7-1 final score here this afternoon. Good afternoon from Hibbing, or early good evening, and everybody be safe. We'll see you Thursday night.